Could the pie win the Grand National?
Velvet Brown, who do you think you are?
Well, I'm the owner of the pie.
In a town built on dreams and deception, some stars didn't just play villains, they lived like them. And at the top of that list stands a Hollywood titan with a shadow darker than his legacy. One Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas wasn't merely a Hollywood icon. He was a storm wrapped in charm and controversy. Raised in a turbulent home, Douglas gravitated toward the stage early on, using acting as an escape. But while his on-screen image was heroic, his private life was layered with scandal and whispered rumors. After his death, deeply unsettling allegations surfaced, accusing him of misconduct involving a teenage Natalie Wood. Though unproven and impossible to verify with both now gone, the claims cast a long shadow. His reputation for arrogance was no secret. He famously fired the original director of Spartacus and constantly clashed with Stanley Kubrick on set. Still, even through the power struggles and backstage chaos, Douglas delivered legendary films that forever shaped Hollywood's golden era. 2. Mickey Rooney. Beneath Mickey Rooney's wholesome boy-next-door roles lived a man known for his volatile and abrasive personality. Off camera, he was anything but charming, often rude, confrontational, and deeply difficult to work with. His behavior during the filming of National Velvet raised eyebrows, especially due to his alleged mistreatment of the young Elizabeth Taylor. Though he denied even knowing her, his comments dismissing her talent fueled the fire. After his passing, stories poured out from colleagues and insiders revealing how Rooney's egotism and combative nature created tension on set. His personal life only added to the drama. 8 marriages, constant financial crises, and controversial roles, including the racially insensitive portrayal of an Asian character in Breakfast at Tiffany's, all chipped away at the image he carefully crafted on screen. 3. Faye Dunaway. Faye Dunaway's stunning presence captivated audiences, but her legacy became equally known for behind-the-scenes chaos. Her dismissal from a Broadway-bound production came amid serious claims of physical outbursts and a toxic work environment. Colleagues told of being slapped, literally, instead of acting out a staged scene. Her perfectionism often morphed into rage. Hollywood insiders recounted bizarre and unsanitary habits, like reportedly urinating in trash cans and refusing to flush toilets in her dressing room. Perhaps most shocking was the claim that she once threw a cup of urine at director Roman Polanski during a fight on set, an accusation she brushed off as ridiculous. Even other difficult actors like James Woods and Bette Davis spoke of Dunaway with disbelief, highlighting her as one of the hardest stars they ever encountered. 4. Orson Welles. Orson Welles, the genius behind Citizen Kane, was a cinematic revolutionary, but off-screen his brutal honesty cut deep. In recordings released posthumously, Welles unloaded scathing opinions about other stars. Laurence Olivier he called slow-witted, Spencer Tracy a has-been, Bette Davis unbearable. He didn't spare James Stewart or Jennifer Jones either, mocking their acting skills with harsh disdain. Welles often found himself at odds with Hollywood's rigid system, struggling financially yet refusing to compromise on his artistic vision. Despite battling studio control, he stayed committed to his unique storytelling style and even mentored rising stars like Marilyn Monroe, though he noted with frustration how many dismissed her early potential. Welles's sharp tongue and stubborn principles made him both a legend and a lightning rod in Tinseltown. 5. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn embodied swashbuckling adventure on screen, but off-screen, his life was wilder than fiction. Born in Tasmania, Flynn was expelled from school at 17 and plunged into a life of danger, dabbling in diamond smuggling, pearl diving, and countless shady enterprises across New Guinea. He was no stranger to risk or deception. Eventually making his way to England, Flynn's natural charisma earned him a spot in theater before Warner Brothers saw his potential and brought him to Hollywood. Though stardom followed, so did scandal. His past was littered with questionable escapades, and even amid his fame, Flynn's name remained tied to recklessness and controversy. Still, his magnetism was undeniable, securing his place as one of cinema's most infamous and unforgettable stars. 6. Peter Sellers. Known for bringing the bumbling Inspector Clouseau to life in the Pink Panther series, Peter Sellers was a comedic genius with a deeply complicated soul. Behind the laughs was a man director Blake Edwards often found maddening to work with. Sellers was eccentric to the core. He reportedly spoke to his deceased mother and kept a shrine in her honor. His emotional instability and creative unpredictability clashed with Edwards' precise directing style, resulting in tensions so thick that they often communicated only through assistants. Yet, despite the chaos, their creative tension produced major hits like 5 Pink Panther films and The Party, 1968, proving that brilliance sometimes comes from disorder. 7. Milton Berle. Milton Berle, affectionately known as Uncle Milty, revolutionized early television with his groundbreaking comedy show. His influence was so great that businesses would shut down during his weekly broadcast to let people watch. At the height of his fame, his show reportedly hurt movie theater attendance across the country. But as the years passed, his golden image began to fade. When he was invited to host Saturday Night Live, the decision raised eyebrows, especially from SNL creator Lorne Michaels. The result was a disaster. Berle ignored direction, dominated the camera, and clashed with cast and crew. According to writer Rosie Schuster, his appearance remains one of SNL's most difficult episodes. Though a pioneer, Berle's behind-the-scenes arrogance left a lasting stain on his reputation. 8. Wallace Beery. Hollywood promoted Wallace Beery as a lovable everyman, but colleagues told a much darker story. Beery had a reputation for bullying younger actors, Mickey Rooney included, and wasn't above physical aggression. Despite enduring abuse, Rooney still expressed a strange admiration for Beery, revealing the complicated nature of their relationship. Actress Gloria Swanson also recalled an uncomfortable and inappropriate encounter with Beery early in her career, highlighting the disturbing power dynamics of old Hollywood. Far from the friendly figure fans adored, Beery was reportedly cruel, unkind, and deeply disliked even by those closest to him. 9. Bing Crosby. To the public, Bing Crosby was the smooth-voiced crooner behind classics like White Christmas, but his private life painted a far bleaker picture. His son Gary Crosby once revealed that Bing was emotionally distant, rarely present during their childhood, and obsessed with shielding them from Hollywood's pitfalls. This strict, often cold parenting style caused lasting tension. Even after remarrying, Bing struggled to emotionally connect with his children. The tragic suicide of his son Lindsay and long battles with alcoholism revealed the hidden pain behind Crosby's polished image. According to his son Nathaniel, even in his final moments, collapsing on a golf course in 1977, Crosby remained stoic, choosing quiet over emotional goodbyes. 10. Henry Fonda. Henry Fonda was revered as the ultimate on-screen American hero, from The Grapes of Wrath to 12 Angry Men. Yet off-screen, his personal life was deeply troubled. A recent biography by Darwin Porter pulled back the curtain, revealing a man who was emotionally unavailable, self-centered, and far from the virtuous characters he portrayed. Fonda's infidelity stretched across 4 of his 5 marriages. Despite being involved with legends like Joan Crawford, Marlene Dietrich, Barbara Stanwyck, and even Lucille Ball, he remained consistently unfaithful. His children, Jane and Peter Fonda, often described him as cold and distant. From marital strife to emotional detachment and mental health struggles, Fonda's life was far from the wholesome image Hollywood sold. And that wraps up our countdown of some of the most controversial stars in Hollywood's golden era. Were you surprised by any names on this list? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video insightful, hit that like button and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories from Tinseltown's brightest and darkest figures. Until next time.